steps that you should take into consideration when you build your website. If you haven't built your website, this will be a good checklist for you. And if you have already built your website, then you can cross-check with this list to make sure that everything you have is in place to have a proper site for your organization. So the first thing you need to do is to define the objective of your website. You need to identify, is this website that you're designing for, developing for your company, is it to give customers information about products and services? Is it to get them to do the whole process of understanding the products and services and then do the purchase, or is it an e-commerce site? That definition of the website is going to really dictate what's going to come after in terms of design, functionality, and content that you're going to be placing on the site. So it's very, very important whether you're working with an in-house development team or an outsourced development team, that you sit and you discuss with them the objectives of your website. What is the end goal that you want to reach with your site? And then when you're developing the website, it's highly, highly recommended that you include a one-sentence story or a pitch statement on your main page. So come up with a single sentence that would answer two main questions. What is it that you offer? And what is it that makes you unique? The sentence will help people when they land on your website to identify if your website matches what they're looking for, and will help them in a glance know what is it exactly that you offer and why do they have to buy from you. The sentence should also be placed on top of the main landing page of the website, and that's because we want to make it immediately visible to those who land on that page, and we don't want them to scroll down from the top section of the page for them to learn more or to understand what you guys do. So the challenge here is to make that sentence short and for you to choose few words that carry very concise meaning to what you deliver, but give it as well a very great and let me use the word seducing meaning to them to explore more pages on your website and understand more about your product. Strategic calls to action. So it's very, very important to tell your users or the visitors that come to the website what exactly do you want them to do. So keep in mind that the websites are a very dynamic environment. So you need to start by identifying your conversion goals. So they can be, conversion goals can be anything like signing up for a newsletter. So when a visitor comes to the website, you want them to convert into newsletter members. Or if you want them to sign up for a website membership. Or if you want them to follow through with a full purchase process. So start by identifying your conversion goals, and that will help you identify the behavior that you want the visitors to follow. That would eventually give you a favorable outcome to the goals that you have set for your website. It's very important for you to come up with such strategic calls to action placed on your main page or home page or the landing pages. It's very important to follow through with proper design elements. They should be eye-catching, they should be pleasing, they should be simple. Do not overload the page with colors and graphics, and you'll be definitely on your way towards more revenue and more traction. And of course, these things are things that you can plan for on a high level, but you would need to work with a web designer, again, whether a freelancer, an in-house designer, or an outsourced company, to help you translate those high-level objectives that you have placed into actual designs of web pages. And again, you should show off your products and services. I mean, if you think about it, even back since the early days of the bazaar and the souks, people used to go down to the souk to check out, or to the bazaar to check out the actual products that they were going to buy. And to see what they're actually getting in return of the money that they're going to spend. And this preference of seeing those products and services haven't changed, even though the markets have switched to or moved to the online version of them or to the internet. So what you need to do is, if you're selling products that are physical, it's very easy to display those products. All you have to do is add graphics and photos or any other types of images to show these products. But if you're selling a service, then you can still put images, but those images should be screenshots or the framework that you use to implement that service within your company. So always use your creativity and decide how to feature those visual content and visual components to display or show off your products and services.